The Wisdom of Solomon, often encapsulated within the biblical text known as the Book of Wisdom, is a profound collection of teachings attributed to King Solomon, revered as one of the wisest rulers in history. This wisdom is not merely about knowledge or intelligence, but a deep spiritual insight into the nature of human existence and divine morality. The Wisdom of Solomon is significant as it offers timeless guidance on justice, righteousness, and understanding, principles that transcend cultural and religious boundaries, offering insights into ethical living and decision-making. This wisdom has profound importance, especially in its exploration of themes such as humility, the fleeting nature of material wealth, and the importance of seeking understanding above all else. These principles are crucial as they serve as a moral compass for individuals and leaders alike, steering them toward decisions that prioritize community welfare and ethical integrity. In real-world applications, the story of Solomon's judgment, where he resolved a dispute between two women claiming to be the mother of a child by suggesting to divide the baby, has become emblematic of seeking deeper truths beyond surface appearances. This principle is still echoed today in legal systems, emphasizing the importance of evaluating intentions and truth and justice. Another example is Solomon's request for wisdom over wealth or power when offered any gift by God. This choice underscores the dichotomy between material wealth and inner virtue, a decision-making framework relevant in personal and professional realms where ethical leadership is paramount. Scholar opinions supporting the importance of Solomon's wisdom highlight its foundational impact on Judeo-Christian ethics and its influence on Western moral philosophy. However, challenges and controversies arise in interpreting these ancient texts, particularly regarding their applicability in secular societies or diverse cultural contexts. An alternative viewpoint suggests viewing these teachings not as literal directives, but as metaphorical narratives that invite discourse and interpretation, tailored to contemporary societal norms. The Wisdom of Solomon connects deeply with broader themes of leadership and morality within the main topic. It underscores how spiritual insight and ethical clarity can guide individuals and societies toward more harmonious and just communities. In essence, unraveling Solomon's wisdom invites us to reflect on our values, prompting a journey of self-discovery and ethical refinement, influencing all facets of personal development and societal governance. This exploration remains compellingly relevant, encouraging us to weave these ancient insights into the fabric of modern life. In exploring Unraveling the Wisdom of Solomon, understanding the historical context and literary sources is crucial. This concept involves examining the cultural, religious, and political environment of ancient Israel during King Solomon's reign, as well as the biblical and extra-biblical texts that narrate or allude to his wisdom. Solomon, the son of David, ruled the United Kingdom of Israel in the 10th century BCE. Known for his extraordinary wisdom, wealth, and building achievements, his era is often characterized as a golden age of prosperity and peace, symbolizing an idealized epoch in the collective memory of Jewish history. The significance of historical context and literary sources lies in how they frame Solomon's wisdom, offering insights into the values and beliefs of the period. They also help in understanding the ideological and theological reasons why Solomon's story was preserved and how it continued to influence subsequent Jewish and Christian thought. The biblical books of Kings, Chronicles, and Proverbs, along with the Wisdom of Solomon, a deuterocanonical text, serve as primary sources that illustrate his wisdom both as a gift from God and as a revered hallmark of his reign. One example of the impact of these sources is the famous Judgment of Solomon story, where his clever resolution of a maternity dispute demonstrates practical wisdom, underscoring the high value placed on justice and discernment. Another application is found in modern leadership studies, where Solomon's decisiveness, as depicted in these texts, is analyzed for insights into effective governance and ethical leadership. However, the portrayal of Solomon has been subject to various interpretations and controversies. Some scholars question the historical accuracy of his biblical portrayal, suggesting it may have been idealized or exaggerated to serve theological purposes. Others point to the negative aspects of his reign, such as oppressive taxation and labor, depicted in the texts, which offer a counter-narrative to the glorification of his wisdom. Critically understanding these historical and literary contexts enriches other aspects of unraveling Solomon's wisdom by connecting his intellectual legacy to broader philosophical and ethical discourses in Western tradition. It invites reflection on the enduring question of what wisdom truly entails and how such ancient paradigms can inform contemporary human challenges. Through examining these diverse sources, we gain a more nuanced appreciation of Solomon as a figure situated in both myth and history, illuminating the multifaceted legacy of wisdom he represents. Key teachings and philosophical insights encompass the profound wisdom attributed to King Solomon, a figure renowned for his discerning judgments and philosophical depth, most notably illustrated in religious texts such as the Hebrew Bible, where his wisdom is considered almost legendary. Solomon's teachings emphasize understanding, justice, and the pursuit of knowledge, articulated through proverbs and parables. These insights underscore the values of prudence, diligence, and humility, suggesting that true wisdom comes from contemplating life deeply and managing one's affairs with integrity and fairness. The significance of this topic in relation to Solomon is immense, as it represents his legacy not just as a historical or mythological figure, but as a symbol of sagacity and enlightenment. His teachings hold considerable moral and ethical weight and continue to influence religious teachings and philosophical thoughts around the world. They provide guidance on how to lead a fulfilled, balanced life and offer frameworks for leadership that prioritize wisdom over power. Real-world applications of Solomon's wisdom can be seen in modern decision-making and conflict resolution strategies. One example is the use of Solomon's methods in negotiation and mediation. The story of the judgment of Solomon, where he cleverly ascertains the real mother of a child by suggesting to split the child in two, is a classic narrative that demonstrates deep understanding and strategic thinking in conflict resolution. Another example is in leadership principles grounded in fairness and seeking counsel, as advised in Solomon's Proverbs, which are often integrated into organizational leadership development programs to cultivate respectful and effective governance. Support for Solomon's teachings comes from various religious and philosophical circles that view his insights as timeless. The Bible and other religious texts hold his wisdom in high regard, using his proverbs to instruct followers on living a virtuous life. However, potential challenges and controversies arise from different interpretations of his wisdom, with some critics questioning the application of ancient teachings to contemporary contexts. Additionally, the historical accuracy of Solomon's reign and wisdom has been debated among scholars, challenging the literal acceptance of these stories. Ultimately, Solomon's teachings connect deeply with other aspects of his story, especially his role as a ruler who sought divine wisdom to govern wisely. This pursuit of wisdom over mere wealth or power highlights a philosophical ideal that resonates today, that ethical leadership and personal integrity are the cornerstones of a meaningful and impactful life. These insights withstand the test of time, offering a rich tapestry of guidance that enriches our understanding of what it means to be truly wise. Symbolism and interpretations play a pivotal role in the exploration of the wisdom of Solomon, a figure who stands as a paragon of sagacity in biblical lore. Symbolism serves as a means of conveying deeper meanings through allegory and metaphor, often encapsulating complex ideas in simple narratives. In the context of Solomon, symbolism allows us to delve deeper into the cultural and theological significance of his wisdom, beyond the literal events described in Scripture. This facet is imperative to understanding the main topic as it serves to bridge historical religious traditions with contemporary interpretations, offering insights into moral and philosophical dilemmas. Solomon's story is replete with symbolism such as the famous judgment, where he resolved a dispute between two women claiming to be the mother of a child. This narrative symbolizes profound understanding and compassion, illustrating wisdom that transcends pure logic. Such stories compel us to think critically about justice, fairness, and the nature of true understanding. One real-world application of Solomon's symbolism can be seen in legal systems, where judges are expected to exercise both compassion and discernment, reminiscent of Solomon's judgments. Another example lies within leadership studies, where Solomon is often cited as a prototype of the ideal leader, blending intelligence, empathy, and moral integrity. The interpretations of Solomon's wisdom have been widely supported by theologians and philosophers who view him as the epitome of divine insight. His actions continue to invite admiration for their depth and relevance, encouraging the emulation of such virtues in personal and professional realms. However, this concept is not without its challenges and alternative viewpoints. Some critics argue that the reliance on allegorical interpretations can obscure tangible historical understanding, raising debates over the line between myth and history. Furthermore, the application of ancient symbols in modern contexts can sometimes lead to misinterpretation or oversimplification of nuanced ideas. Symbolism and interpretations extend their influence to other aspects of Solomon's wisdom, such as the perception of wealth, power, and their moral implications. These elements intertwine to paint a comprehensive picture of wisdom that transcends time, inviting ongoing discourse about the balance of intellect, morality, and empathy. Thus, exploring the symbolism and interpretations of Solomon not only enriches our understanding of his legendary wisdom, but also highlights its enduring relevance and complexity in today's world.